if they get the formulas right, if you take a look at what's happening on the side of LGD, they have a lot of control as well. And Algren loves control. Loong loves control because they open up the map. They open up the fights as well. Nobody's going to be able to touch Musang King. Nobody is going to be able to touch JR. And with these two heroes, they love that full-on control.
Okay, you just said like love like 5 times, man. Every
big
single
love.
time you said it, it was different.
Can you feel my love coming in?
I can. It's great, but we're going to go into this one. Of course, this is the third game. We're going to go at LGD versus Team Secret. And again, Jay in mid lane, just kind of creating a little bit of space for Zeong to kind of get that farm. But all right, which player from each of the teams need to have that really good game?
I think at this point, it has to be Team Secret, right? Because it's much easier to grow on the side of LGD. In order to grow on the side of Team Secret, you need to get the kills. And that's not likely to happen in the first few minutes of the game because until Sun actually gets his farm out and Tiana gets his itemizations, it's going to be a hard battle to fight.
Okay. All right. It looks like they're kind of, again, very neck and neck. You know, we talk about the match of the day. This is definitely my match of the day. I think that these are 2 evenly matched teams, and we're going to just see nothing but fireworks in this game.
Oh, for sure. Right now, we're just lighting the fuse up, right? It's going to take a while before the fuse comes to the end, and we have the full-on explosion of rockets and whatnot. But you can see LGD, rightly so, very aggressive in the start. They do have some pressure coming in.
Wait, if you're going to light the fuse now, how long is this fuse? I mean, the fireworks, they should be happening now, right?
Well, for the side of LGD, it should be happening. But Team Secret, they know that this fuse is coming, right? So they're going to try and delay. They don't want to fight. They want to fight when it's a guaranteed win. So until it's a guaranteed win, then you're going to see them just sidestep, move a little bit more towards the back. And right now, it really is about smart trades, right? Can we get the perfect ROI? I'm going to invest a little bit of time into the lanes, get some farm, and I want to be rewarded with kills.
Okay. And, okay, getting rewarded with kills, though. Sun on the Foos, looking to, you know, get that corporal punishment onto Loong, JR. Is this the right counter pick? Are you comfortable with the Foos as your farm laner?
I'll be honest, it's a little bit greedy because they have to wait till the late game. And at this point, I believe once Sun gets his farm up, he will be able to melt out the members on the side of LGD. But the question is, will LGD allow that?
Yeah. We're going to have to see. I mean, it's still very, very early. We're seeing just how much Jay is really just trying to prioritize that lane, trying to create some space for Loong to kind of get, you know, his farm. JR had just hit level 5, a little bit behind in terms of XP of Sun. I mean, it's pretty neck and neck still, but very, very close. Look at the net worth, neck and neck.
Yeah, and this is a good position to be in for the side of Team Secret, right? Because if I'm on LGD, I'm expecting to have a huge lead at this point.
Yeah. Okay. But TNX, in looking to invade, again, we're talking about the fact that he needs to get that farm. I don't know who got that. But
I did not see where did that green line go to, but it looks like
it was
went
very
to
close.
Sun King, so I think it should be a secure on the buff. A little bit of pressure applied, right, from the side of Team Secret. And right now, they're both dancing once again on knife's edge. This is what I like to see, right? Because in any moment, when the first blood comes through, you can definitely start to see a huge swing in momentum.
Yeah, and both of these teams playing kind of cagey. Nothing really too out of the ordinary. They're not going for crazy gank attempts in any of the lanes. Everybody's playing kind of just stock standard, like in the lane, just playing defensive. I'll just take my creep wave.
I will give a slight advantage to TNX now. He did manage to steal one camp, so he's going to have an EXP advantage. Small, but it could prove to be very detrimental going in for this first objective of the game.
Yeah, every inch matters. Everything is just so important here. And it looks like TNX taking that Tyrant. That's a bit of a win for them. That's going to put them in. But now the Sea of Fate for Yuhan. Oh, he gets on it. He gets knocked back. And it looks like everybody's going in. TNX wants to go with the Whirlpool on the backside. TNX all the way up in the front. Does need to be careful about Musang King, but Jay is going to go down. Shishan will get the first blood.
That is a huge fake out there, and they actually thought that they left. LGD was like, okay, we got it, we scared them away, but suddenly Team Secret comes back with the Eye of the Whirlpool. Very dominant display. 1-0 only. It feels like that's not the only kill that happened. But hey, first blood, just one kill.
Yeah, that's the first one, the first of many, hopefully for both squads. We want to see some carnage, but that Overlord going to get whittled down here. Musang King and, Busan King will take this one out, but Xiang in the top lane finds Zwan. Zwan actually gets back to safety. He's going to expend the flash, though. Sun going, finds it, Corporal Punishment onto Xiong, and they're going to force it down, and they do get a kill.
This is not the LGD I was expecting today, right? A couple of miss on the Death's Precipice from the side of Busan King. Feels like they are a little bit out of depth at this point. It's not a huge lead, but these teams are meant to be super equal. So kind of concerned for the side of LGD at this point.
Yeah, a little concern, and LGD tends to be growers, not showers, and they tend to be a little bit slower in that sense. But LGD's still okay, but now look at what Sun and Yuhan are doing. Pushing it out, the bottom lane, and the Sea of Fate on out of there. And, you know, again, just break me down with this highlight here.
Yep, so they actually separated the fight here. They actually got rid of the Liam Pool, and that's going to be really hard. And this is where the Sun pick makes sense, right? With the Corporal Punishment, hey, we're going to take the canes, whip you to death, and there's nothing much that Gerard could do at that point. Now, TNX, we all know that this Luna loves the use of the mobility, and with the Crescent Slices, Crescent Moon, sorry, it's going to be paramount that they get the perfect positioning, and that is actually achieved by the fact that Sun, as well as Yuhan, continually split push. So they definitely know, hey, the LGD members are going to start coming here.
Definitely. And TNX actually has a slight level advantage. He's been very good with the objectives. They're going to take an Overlord here. They do have a slight advantage, and Busan King has not been able to kind of repeat his level of success, but TNX needs to be careful. He's going to get pulled back. That was super risky going in 1 versus 4.
Yep, I think, at this point, TNX is looking to burn out a couple of skills coming out from the side of LGD. Because if LGD don't have skills to use at certain points of the fight, it's going to be hard.
Oh, the Sea of Fate. Sun is going to step in this one. He's going to look to survive. He does not get away. Busan King is going to get the kill, but they have the Whirlpool. They're going to call the reinforcements, but they're all falling down. Yuhan is down as well as TNX, and that was a disaster for Team Secret.
Yep, disaster, but on the bottom side as well, we have Xuan is working so hard on the tier 3 as well. Zihong gonna come in. It will be an attempt. They will not stop them.
Will not take it. They'll take the bottom T3. That opens things up, but it was one of those moments where, hey, Whirlpool, but then all of a sudden, Sun had already been killed. Do we go for this one? Team Secret did it just for the fact that, Zwan was pushing in that bottom lane. They get it, but here's the replay.
Yep, the question here is, was this a, orchestrated play? Did they meant to give their lives? Because they knew that this will be a tunnel vision coming in from the side of LGD.
There's no way you orchestrate it where you sacrifice the rest of your team. Like, Yuhan could have just died on his own. They already had 4 members of LGD. There was no point in going into this fight, especially when you're man down. Zwan actually was already pushing. They should not have gone in for that one. That seemed like a big misplay overall.
Well, but we do have the potential situation where Game 1 of the Grand Finals might happen again. Granted, that was a Tempest Dragon timing, 20 minutes. We're about 12 minutes away from that. But we could see a potential backdoor coming in from Team Secret because the door is open.
The door is opened, and that was a game where, Team Secret was actually very behind, and they were being very reactive, but they had that insight to be like, they're going for the Shadow Dragon, like the Overlord. We were able to kind of just pull it away and get in for this one. But in the top lane, does need to be careful. They do have the Whirlpool if they want to go, but it looks like Sun is not going to call for reinforcements. They do not want to, feed LGD, so to speak.
Yep, so a couple of punishments coming in from the side of LGD. They're still keeping pace, right? They will make it out safely. At least for the side of Yuhan, he will have to sacrifice Sun, for that earlier attempt on the tier 2 on the top. And now, this to me is just major advantage coming in to the side of Team Secret, even though there is a goal lead coming in for LGD.
Yeah, and Team Secret, this is their MO, right? Oh, nice pull in. He does have it, but Zay is going to take most of that one and Sea of Fate on out of there. TNX will go recover, and he'll be back.
Yep, and right now, let me just share with you, Team Secret, they're just looking for one member, right? Once they see Xiang out in the open, they will send Xuan all the way to the bottom lane to work on that open door.
Yeah, no, you got to put the pressure on them, right? LGD want to group up. They want to stick to the lane. And being forced to kind of react because of the fact that the T3 bottom has been taken out, they need to deal with it. So essentially, you're kind of splitting them up, making LGD react to what you're doing on the map, and Team Secret playing it smart. They understand what they need to do. And again, this is a 1K net worth lead, but with Yuhan's Sea of Fate Whirlpool, you could make a potential play anywhere. TNX going in for this one. Zihong flashes back to safety. He's going to be focused. He's going to be killed. TNX will take this one. They're looking to turn this around, and they look to Sea of Fate will keep Shishan alive, but TNX in a bad spot. He's going to back off. He's going to be chased in, but here are the reinforcements. They do have it, but the infinite vastness, he goes in for this one. Shishan has been killed, and they do have Yuhan as well, and they're turning this around. Yuhan has been killed with the double kill, and it looks like Sun trying to turn this around, not able to do so. Triple kill going the way of JR.
Yep. LGD take a lead, finally. Yes, the gold has been in their favor all this while, but finally the momentum is in their favor, and this is the win condition that they love to see, right? This is when Team Secret balls up. If you are in a bunch, that is the perfect situation for Musang King, and boy, did they capitalize on that.
Yeah, they did it really well. That was a really good team fight. It was one of those moments where, you know, they see a fate on out, but then they come in with a whirlpool. You're like, who's going to go in? Are they going to go in? But again, here's the replay here.
Yeah, and you know, JR on the backline just working on the Yuhan as well. So no more saves coming out for the team. And Sun is now left alone. So the moment, right, the tanks and the main damage dealers like Shishan, once they're out, there is no comeback factor for the side of Secret, right? They have to just deal the damage that LGD offers at this point. And we know the result of that. It's only happened like twice so far in this game, but it could be more prevalent as the game goes on.
Yeah. And this is kind of where Team Secret are kind of comfortable with. I mean, understanding that this split push with the Yuhan Sun, they've just kind of, you know, forcing the issue, making the play happen. They can see a fate on out of there. They do have to get out of jail, assuming that they don't have that burst by LGD, but it's, again, they're comfortable, they understand what they need to do, but this net worth lead is starting to grow for LGD, and as a Team Secret fan, you gotta be a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, but the LGD fans are definitely cheering them on. At this point, this is going to be a 11-minute overload, which means this is the shadow version, right? There's going to be a lot more damage, a lot more potency of the buff coming in.
Yeah, and anytime LGD do an objective, Team Secret are like, all right, we're just going to continue to split push, make them force them out, make it uncomfortable for them so that they can't just take it willy-nilly. But Musang King will probably take this one. Should be no issues, especially at the 12-minute mark here.
Yeah, play the map. That's the game plan for the side of Team Secret. You can see they're trying to limit the amount of vision and information that LGD gets, and so far it seems to be working out. But they themselves don't have that information.
Yeah, they don't have much here. Sea of Fate, they're going to get on out of there, and they should be fine. Xiang and Jay showing themselves. They're going to look to push this. And again, anytime you push a lane, you got to watch your backside. You got to watch the other lane. What's happening there? LGD are starting to grow up. Here's 4 members, and they're just knocking on the door on this T2 as they take it down.
Yeah, Giant script already completed for the side of Musang King. He's going to be a tanky boy at this point, and they want to group up. They want Secret to group up and to get that fight in.
They want it, but they're, you know, again, LGD playing it smart, sticking to objectives. They don't need to force anything. Of course, they need to kind of worry about the bottom, you know, that's being pushed out by Zhuan. But, you know, the Shadow Vanguard will deal with this one. Should not be too much of an issue, as it looks like they're going to push on this T3 here.
Well, comeback may be completed at this point. Hang on.
The Tremor Smash with a Chaos Cinder actually slowing down Musang King on the backside. It looks like they do have the stasis. He's going to stay alive for now, but Jay not as lucky. He's going to go down, and Sun all the way up in the front, trying to force the damage. Zhuan going in for this one. Doesn't he be a little bit careful? He expended the flash, but now he's going to back off. Team Secret, they got 1 kill, and I think that's enough for Team Secret.
I think it's impressive that Team Secret survived that, because right before this fight, Hong actually got the Splendor, which you know pointed out earlier, and JR had his hands on the Siege Breaker, one of the most highest damage available from itemizations, and still somehow they survived. Nobody died, right? Yeah, nobody died in that skirmish.
Jay died, but other than that, I mean, you know, ults were expended. The Splendor was as well. So things to kind of keep note of. Like Sun is still up in front. He's gonna have to deal with this. Xiang in the top lane, and Yuhan does go down, but the Sea of Fate and the Whirlpool has been committed. They're really wanting to fight this. Musang King going in for this. The Infinite Vastness goes in. Musang King has already been killed. Now he's looking to turn this around. He does have the Ride the Wind as well. The Tremor Smash right on top of Sun, and JR is turning godlike. Sun just going in for this one, trying to do as much damage. let Shisan run away, he's going to be the last one surviving.
Yep, LGD saw the window and they broke right in here. Now with Shishan, he's going to be able to clear the wave, but he is one man. He's going to have to hold his own for the next, what, 10 seconds? But it's a Yuhan coming in. He's not going to help too much.
Oh, Jay's going to just tank the base. He's just going to go for this one, but they're going to wait for the minions. They're going to go for the bottom. Shisan in the front, just trying to slow him down. Not able to do it. He got picked off, and it looks like LGD have done it as they win at the 14-minute